Welcome back to NFL Data 24. Today, we've got 5 breaking stories you need to know about the NFL. From historic jersey decisions to stadium controversies, breakout stars, award predictions, and hot takes on Mahomes. Let's dive in. Micah Parsons makes history with Packers. Micah Parsons has officially landed in Green Bay, and he's already making headlines before even taking a snap. The superstar linebacker will wear jersey number 1, a number that hasn't been worn since Curly Lambeau himself, the founder of the Packers, back in 1926. Think about that. Almost 100 years, and no player has touched it. Until now. For Packers fans, this is bigger than just a jersey. It's a statement. Parsons is basically saying, I'm not here to just play, I'm here to make history. And let's be real, that's a heavy number to wear. Some fans love the confidence, others think it puts a massive target on his back. Because if you're rocking number 1 in Green Bay, you better live up to it. On the field, though, this move could change everything. The Packers haven't had a defensive game-changer like this in years. Parsons brings speed, leadership, and relentless pressure, exactly what this defense has been missing. Analysts are already calling him the piece that could push Green Bay straight into the Super Bowl conversation. But here's the question. Does the jersey add fuel to his fire, or extra pressure that could backfire? Packers Nation is buzzing, the NFL world is watching, and every snap Micah takes this season will carry the weight of history. One thing's for sure, Green Bay just got a whole lot more interesting. Browns' $2.4 billion stadium crisis. The Cleveland Browns thought they were about to flip the script with a brand new $2.4 billion stadium, a futuristic home that was supposed to put the franchise on the map and give fans something to finally celebrate. But right now, that dream is hanging by a thread. The Ohio Department of Transportation just shut down their construction permit. Why? Safety concerns. The stadium site is way too close to the Cleveland airport, and the building's height could interfere with flight paths. Translation, no permit, no stadium. And the Browns have until Tuesday to appeal. The clock is ticking. For fans, this isn't just about concrete and steel. It's about hope, pride, and finally shaking off decades of heartbreak. The new stadium was supposed to be the crown jewel, the thing that said, we're done being the laughingstock of the NFL. But instead, it feels like yet another gut punch. And let's not ignore the money. We're talking billions of dollars tied up in politics, city planning, and taxpayer debates. Some people are asking, should Cleveland really spend all this cash on a football palace when the team hasn't even proven it can win consistently? So here's the bottom line. If the Browns can't fix this, they risk massive delays or even losing the project completely. And for a franchise that has had more downs than ups, this might be the last thing their fan base can handle. Another heartbreak before the stadium even gets built. Nik Bonitto, future free agent buzz. Nik Bonitto isn't exactly a household name yet, but give it time, because this guy is about to blow up. The Denver Broncos outside linebacker has quietly been turning into one of the most explosive young pass rushers in the league. And here's the kicker. If Denver doesn't lock him up, he could hit the market in 2026 as the NFL's #1 free agent. Think about it. Bonitto brings speed off the edge that keeps offensive tackles up at night. He's got that first-step burst that coaches drool over, and every season, his numbers keep climbing. Analysts are already saying if the Broncos let him walk, teams will line up with blank checks. That's how much hype is building around him. For Denver, this is a huge decision. Do they pay early and secure him now? Or do they gamble, wait it out, and risk losing him to the highest bidder? Broncos fans have seen this before. Star players slipping away because the front office dragged their feet. And with the team still trying to rebuild into a contender, losing a rising star like Bonitto could set them back big time. Right now, Bonitto has the leverage. He knows his value is skyrocketing. If he keeps stacking sacks and wrecking games, he'll be calling his own shot in 2 years. And for the Broncos, the clock is already ticking. Pay the man, or prepare to watch another franchise turn him into a superstar. Lions stars predicted for major awards. The Detroit Lions aren't just contenders anymore. They're loaded with star power, and people are finally starting to notice. Multiple analysts are predicting that this team could walk away with a whole shelf of awards by the end of the season. Let's start with Aiden Hutchinson. The former number 2 overall pick has battled through ups and downs, but now he's being tabbed as a frontrunner for Comeback Player of the Year. His motor, his energy, his leadership, everything screams breakout season. Lions fans are expecting him to anchor that defense like never before. Then there's Penei Sewell. The big man up front is being called the favorite for Protector of the Year. And honestly, it makes sense. He's been a wall at right tackle, shutting down elite pass rushers week after week. Offensive linemen don't always get the spotlight, but Sewell's dominance is impossible to ignore. And it doesn't stop there. Jahmyr Gibbs could make noise for Offensive Player of the Year. Amon-Ra St. Brown continues to rack up catches and looks like a superstar in the making. And head coach Dan Campbell? People are saying Coach of the Year is right there for the taking if Detroit keeps rolling. So here's the big picture. The Lions aren't just hoping to make the playoffs anymore. They're aiming for trophies, recognition, and respect. And if these predictions hit, we could be looking at one of the most decorated Lion seasons in franchise history. The hype in Detroit is real, and the NFL better get ready. Skip Bayless versus Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes just topped ESPN's NFL Top 100 list again. But of course, Skip Bayless had something to say about it. And surprise, surprise, he's not impressed. According to Skip, Mahomes isn't the best quarterback in the league anymore. He pointed to last season's numbers, saying they were down across the board, and even went as far as calling out what he sees as bad habits creeping into Mahomes' game. For Chiefs Kingdom, that's fighting words. Now let's be real. Mahomes is a 2-time MVP, a 3-time Super Bowl champ, and he's still in his prime. Most fans and analysts would laugh off the idea that he's slipping. But this is Skip Bayless we're talking about. The guy makes a living out of stirring the pot. And once again, he's got the NFL world buzzing. The bigger question is this: does Skip have even a little bit of a point? Mahomes did look human at times last year. The turnovers, the missed deep shots, the stretches where the offense stalled, they happened. But at the same time, when it mattered most, Mahomes still delivered another Lombardi trophy to Kansas City. So, is this just another hot take from Skip? Or is it a warning sign that Mahomes and the Chiefs aren't as invincible as they used to be? Either way, this debate isn't going anywhere, because every throw Mahomes makes this season will be under the microscope. Love him or hate him, Patrick Mahomes always moves the needle. That's today's NFL Buzz. Drop your thoughts in the comments, hit like, and subscribe to NFL Data 24 for more breaking stories. See you next time.